Now, Dave, do you like boxing?
I don't get the point in it. What, like, as in smacking each other in the face?
Oh, it's so much more.
Yeah, this is... Right, no, this is what annoys me, actually, more than boxing, is that everyone always says that. It's so much more. It's like chess for the fists. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, don't...
It is.
It's smacking someone in the face,
Have you ever been a boxer?
I mean, I think we can both answer that by looking at me.
You do strike me as someone that would like a pounding in the ring.
We're good. Now, if anything's good on the blooper reel, that deserves it. That deserves a BAFTA. What a beautiful phraseology of that phrase, of that sentence. I've only been... I actually...
I don't know where you're going with that. I thought that if you were to experience boxing, as I have, because I have boxed down at Miguel's many times.
Have you?
Oh, yeah, I love boxing. I haven't done it for ages, though, and I always say whenever I talk about it, I must go there because it is so... It's so good for your mental health, but also it's so... now, I always pronounce this wrong when I talk to you. Cerebral.
Yeah.
It is, because you have to think. It is not just... Firstly, when you're doing the bag work, you have to think about what you're going to do, whether it's going to be a jab, whether it's going to be a hook, whether it's going to be an uppercut, whether it's going to be all of those different things. Also, though, when you are sparring with someone, you really have to think about it. You really have to think about making sure you've got your guard, making sure you're not going to be hit, making sure you get the opportunity to hit them. That's so technical, what you're trying to do. Keep your balance, making sure that you're standing in the way to keep your balance, because you are otherwise... also, not to actually get the power from your arm, but get the power from your body, because you get the power from your arm, you will get tired. There is so much more to it than I'm just going to be two people just pounding each other.
But there's also the downside that I can get punched in the face and knocked out.
Well, there is, but that's a really good incentive to have good technique to not to be.
But there are very few things that it's like, yeah, this could knock you out. Like, through pain. Like, if you said, do you want to go to Disneyland? Brilliant stuff. Yeah, you're going to get punched in the face and knocked out. Nah, I'm all right.
But if I was going to be paid $100 million,
But you're not there, are you? When you're doing it, when you did it down at Francesco's or whatever his name is.
Miguel's.
Same thing. He wasn't paying you £100 million, though, was he?
No. He wasn't. But
you have to go through all the... I mean...
But I did it for fitness, but also did it because it's you know, it's cerebral. I can't pronounce that word. But it is. You've got to think about it. You've got to think about what you're doing. If you go into boxing just thinking that you're just like going to just punch people and that's all it is.
Oh, you're going to get trounced.
Yeah, but it's also not interesting. You know, it is a very, very technical sport.
I will be honest, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think when most boxers enter the ring, they probably don't care about being interesting. They probably care about beating the other person up.
Yeah, and you can't beat the other person unless you've got technical knowledge, unless you actually have the intelligence to know, to predict where they're going, to do all of those sorts of things. That takes intelligence.
I think the word intelligence is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I think thought is different to intelligence, and I would say I would go out on a limb and say, not being snobby about this, but I don't think boxing means that you are intelligent.
Being a good boxer involves a level of intelligence. Or
I'd
a
say
level
skill,
of
not intelligence.
Well, no, because I think that you need to strategise as to what you are going to do, and that involves a level of intelligence.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch him in the face.
No,
this isn't Moliere. It's not.
That's not. But that's not how you approach. But that is spoken like a true non-boxer.
Yeah, happily so.
So then, with respect, you've no idea what you're talking about.
Mate, I have no idea about anything that I talk about, but I just still think I don't think intelligence is the right word there. I wouldn't say not.
Do you know what? I'm going to take you in the ring.
All right, let's do a charity boxing match.
Oh right, yeah, that as well. I think...
You are so cheeky today. What is up with you? You've got such a cheeky vibe.
I'm talking about boxing. I don't know what... If you are going somewhere in your mind, then that is down to you.
Beautiful.
I am absolutely talking about the art and the skill of boxing.
The nearest I've ever got was I once asked a friend of mine to punch me in the face, and
I bet they obliged. I bet you didn't have to ask.
He didn't. Like, it was weird because being punched in the face is like I just don't think it's a nice way to spend a Saturday. So it's a fear of mine. So we were out in the pub, and I said to him, "I've never been punched in the face," and he quite rightly said, "For you, I'm surprised." Like,
Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of people.
I imagine anyone who is watching along or listening now would be extremely surprised by that.
I think so, but then I think I'm probably so annoying that it's probably seen as like an easy target.
Yeah,
or
also giving you validation. You're one of those sort of attention-seeking, annoying people, so therefore by punching you, it's you know, giving you the attention that you want.
Like the kids that shout out in the class, you just ignore them, and that is worse than if you go, "Oi, Phil, stop doing that."
Because
I get that.
Sort of the desperation.
But I said to him, "Can you punch me in the face?" And he said, "No." And then I said I'd buy him a pint if he did, and he was gonna do it, and then he was like, "Oh, this is too weird," and I dropped my guard, and then he floored me.
Oh,
so he did it.
Well, I'd like to buy him a pint as well.
Which is really nice, but it hurts.
When we return, I mean, tell me what you think. By the way, do you think that boxing is an intelligent sport? I would really like to know whether you agree with the fact that there has to be a level of intelligence. I mean, you know, you're probably not going to solve quantum physics if you're a boxer, but you need to have a level of intelligence and strategy in order to be a good boxer. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a good boxer and you'd lose all of your boxing matches. So let me know what you think of that.